think we're in a better position than the Redskins, who they get? They got a defensive end and 2 wide receivers for a quarterback that can't get them the ball. They got rid of their left tackle. Who's going to block for Kyle Allen? Who's going to block for him? Hey guys, what's up? My name is Anthony, and welcome to another edition of BNA Sports Talk, and I apologize for the birds. I just really want to record today. If the birds are annoying, I don't know what to do about it. I really don't. But today is a beautiful day. We got a little some cloud cover. Okay, meteorologist self, let's get out of here. But I want to talk about the Giants draft and what I had graded unobjectively. Now, coming into the draft, a lot of Giants fans wanted a wide receiver. We wanted Golden. We're like, yeah, it's 4th or 5th round, and we waited, and nothing happened. And this was to make a statement, and I have a few takeaways from this draft. We're like, okay, we're not going to draft a wide receiver because that's not what we need. I get it. You can say Golden Tate, going into the second year of his 3-year contract. We're not sure how good he's going to be. He's bordering like 31, 32. And Dion Lewis, he's getting a little bit old as well. Then you obviously have Saquon Barkley, but you have Evan Ingram, injury problems. Sterling Shepard, concussion problems. There's a lot of question marks. And Darius Slayton, can he be our number 1? I think you got to make a splash later. I think that the Giants just made a statement here. They're like, we're going to bring in guys with camaraderie. You have so many connections to Giants staff all over the place. You have guys like Shane Lemieux. He just oozes the love for football. He's going to get better. You have a bunch of selfless guys who are ready to work. Now, obviously, all these guys, I've seen some like a little bit of character flaws, but you're not going to bring in, 10 more of the Teresas on the team. You're not going to bring in 10 guys. You have to bring in guys that are, physical, that love the game. Andrew Thomas loves the game. There's a difference. Do you love the game or do you love what the game brings to you? Shane Lemieux, you can just tell he's so excited to get in there, learn from Kevin Zeitler, do whatever it takes for the team to succeed, and that's what Joe Judge prioritized. Now, the top-end talent is probably not great besides your Xavier McKinney's, maybe your Matt Pearce, but, if you can get solid starters, that'd be great. Build a foundation for the team. And now when you build a winning culture, guys are going to want to join that culture and, perform well. You have so many connections. You have, Xavier McKinney tweeting Jabril Peppers like, yeah, welcome to the squad. You take a look at Aaron Rodgers. He hasn't even probably talked to Jordan Love yet. The Green Bay Packers, people are like, oh, yeah, they had a decent draft. What? How did they have a decent draft? They drafted A.J. Dillon when they already have a running back. Now, I could be completely wrong. You can find analysts who love any single player in the draft. It'll be a 5th rounder from Eastern Wyoming, and you'll find evaluators just like, yeah, I love that guy. I remember watching him. Try not to fish for those types of things like, oh, yeah, this certain guy loved him. Really, there's certain guys that love everybody, So, the Giants culture setting, you have Chris Williamson, who's actually a local from where I am at, and he's from Gainesville, and then he worked along with, obviously, the Gator staff, because that's what you do, and he's just got a little bit of injury history in the early times, but he's been healthy over the past couple years, and he was solid. He was a special teams guy. He returned punts, popped his hamstring, and then tried to get back, injury again, but he's a local guy. I really like him. Has a connection to Darius Slayton. I like that. And then you have the guy from Georgia. It just seems like this team is they're gonna love playing the game. And I just want guys to be like, projected over under 5.5. And it's just like, oh shit, they won 8. Kind of like what Miami did. Nobody's expecting to do anything. So it's backs against the wall and see what we can do. I think we're in a better position than the Redskins, who they get? They got a defensive end and 2 wide receivers for a quarterback that can't get them the ball. They got rid of their left tackle. Who's going to block for Dwayne Haskins? Who's going to block for Kyle Allen? Who's going to block for him? But, I think the Giants are in a good position here. Dave Gettleman and Joe Judge are a power combo. I'm not going to start rating these guys in the 6th and 7th round. I have no idea who they are. But I like Xavier McKinney. A couple questions. Are we going to replace Xavier McKinney with Jabril Peppers? Do we pick up his 5th-year option? We'll see that in the next week. I lean towards yes. And then we eventually have to sign guys. There's the rumor about Marcus Golden and us bringing him back in. I wouldn't do that. I think you bring in the guys that are here now. They're great. And don't start complicating things with 50 contracts. Keep the guys you have now, sub packages, and that stresses. With all these sub packages, just like guys will be happy for each other when they get sacks. It's not gonna be that top guy. It's just like, oh, he's the guy. It's gonna be everyone's gonna be selfless. The theme Dave Gunman said was speed. I think it's selflessness. It's about building a culture. Top end talent isn't great. We didn't bring in Justin Tucks and Matthias Kiwanukas, and we probably brought in Matthias Kiwanuka, but we didn't bring any Michael Strahans. I don't think. Maybe we did, but I don't think so. We brought in guys that are gonna be solid. That are gonna build a base. We suck. We won 12 games in the past 3 years. The Ravens 2 more games this year than we did all of last year. And they didn't win the Super Bowl, by the way. But I like these subtle digs. We did better than a lot of teams. I'd say top 10. The best couple of drafts, or probably the Saints. I really like 3 impact guys. Right away, Zach Bond, we liked him a lot. People think Adam Trautman is the most underrated tight end in this draft. Cole Kmet was probably 1. He was probably 2. People say. Sorry, I don't really know that much. And Cesar Ruiz, really good draft. The Broncos had a little bit of an overrated draft. I'm not too sure if I'm going to make a whole separate video of who won and lost the draft, because you guys have seen that. I just want to give you guys my general feel. I think the Redskins had one of the worst drafts. So did the Texans. The Cardinals had a good draft, but I don't think they're building a good team, per se. I just don't believe in Cliff Kingsbury. That's the thing. I just don't believe in him. I don't believe in Kyler Murray that much either. But then again, they won more games than the Giants, so what do I know? And they probably had an inferior roster. But they had an overall good draft. The Bengals, just solid picks. Joe Burrow, Logan Wilson. I forgot who they selected in the second round, but I liked him. Also selected a late round guy. I was just like, oh, they got him. They're just great signings. Obviously, it's sad that we didn't get Gandy Golden or Tyler Johnson, but you know what? We can find those guys. I guess we can find those guys. And, yeah, we've already brought in some unrestricted free agents. Bring in guys that are just going to compete. Wide receiver, work on your craft. These guys obviously don't have the pure natural skills that the top-end guys do. But, one of them hits, and that's great. But everybody thinks these guys are going to hit. You got to trust your scouting a little bit. And, yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say. In the next couple of days, I'm going to be doing my way too early 2021 mock draft, as well as reacting to my last year's way too early mock draft. And I think you guys are going to really like it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.